Have there been like any particularly interesting just scenarios with a customer where you're trying to help them figure out, you know, even whether or not they should be going with this, maybe they have a unique situation, or even it's a little bit tricky as far as setting the baseline and and the maximum limit. Just as far as like, I'm sure we've helped customers go from on demand to this, but also switch from flat rate to this. Sometimes keep their flat rate slots, maybe help them commit. Um, Maybe we advised them to commit to flat rate before it went away on July 5th, but they're still using auto scaling on top of that.
Yeah, that scenario you just mentioned where you got a committed or you committed to flat rate before July 5th, which if you're not aware, you could have committed for a year to stay on flat rate, kept that pricing for a year, July up to July 4th or 5th, sometime in that time frame when it switched. You got a year of that, but then you can use the auto scaler on top of that to scale beyond what your commitment value is. So, which is a scenario that a lot of customers were not aware of. And in fact, we weren't even aware of it until the BigQuery team shared it with us about halfway through this rollout. So then discovered that it was a game changer. But yeah, that scenario is something we did specifically for customers that we're doing a lot of flex slots, doing the scenario I mentioned where you got a cloud function that gives you more. In lieu of that, a lot of customers have their flat rate still, and they're just adding an auto scale value on top of that so they can scale beyond their flat rate commitment. So that's something that we did quite a bit of.
Would it help at all? Maybe this is a feature request for Google, but would it help at all to be able to dynamically, just like how you could dynamically, purchase flex slots, but to dynamically change the baseline and the max of your auto scaler?
That would be nice. Kind of like a smart one, kind of like they've done for GCS for the smart stuff, for the smart auto classing, essentially. But doing that, I mean, that would be amazing. 'Cause I haven't looked this week. They may have changed, but as of like 2 weeks ago, it was every 30 minutes you can change your min and max. And so you can do it yourself currently, but it's a manual process.
Yeah, there are limitations, isn't there? You can only make changes over a certain time period. You can't do it as flexibly as perhaps you were able to in the past, where flex slots, I believe, you could cancel after a certain time, a smaller time period, couldn't you? So, yeah, that's where things have changed slightly, and where, yeah, you've that feature that you mentioned, Matan, would be a godsend, certainly.